Top Thursday chat. I'm joined with Lawfully Armed. How y'all doing, bitches? Let's do this.
Faith in the sunrise and sunset skies, family ties that never compromise. With tools in hand and steel that shines, we'll hold the fort through troubled times. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. With trust and open hearts, and these strongholds we play our parts. Firearms for the peace we keep, while standing guard and feeling deep. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. All trust and open hearts, in these strongholds we play our parts. Firearms for the peace we keep, while standing guard and feeling deep. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. When the storm rolls in, we won't back down. In our community, faith is found. Holding hands, we'll pave the way for brighter times beyond today. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need.
Anyway, I was scrolling for a thing that I seen that I should have copied it and put it in the chat, but it makes a lot of sense, and it makes you really think pretty deep about things. But before I discuss it, let's Sassy 7 was the first one in with the hey t.m.t, KP Heathen with the hey Sassy, Fiend Dog with the howdy, and then they're like, what's up, Fiend Dog? Hutch, Drive By Thumbin. What up, Hutch? You want to invite my dude? I'm joined with Lawfully Armed and Pat Riot, Patriot, my two homeboys in pretty much every chat. So the picture was the evolution of warfare, and it was a rock. And then from the rock, it went to a spear. And then from a spear, it went to metalwork, like a sword. And then from that, it went to an AR round. And then after that, it went to a rocket / drone. And then after that, it went to a gallon of seed oil. Because the new battleground is, unfortunately, our food and our minds. And it's a warfare that's not sexy and cool. But it's a warfare being played on us every single day nonetheless, without a shot being fired, which is crazy to think about. I don't know what you guys think about that.
That's not the way I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to go rock, spear, sword, bullet, rocket, nuclear sign, back to rocks.
Close, but as you can see, we're still overpopulated, and quite frankly, we're basically just tax cattle at this point to them, and they've already decided that they don't need that many of us. And I think, quite frankly, we become more intelligent than they think that we probably ought to be, which is why we're being mass replaced, and probably going to have some bad actorship involving WW Trace and any other thing they can do, and the mixing of religions and things like that don't clash just automatically leads to violence, which pretty much what we've seen at the beginning of the year. And some people came at me real spicy in the Discord, and I'm like, guys, I just literally fucking typed basically what 4 other fucking prepper channels are talking about live. And one guy, I'm like, dude, literally Duke Liberty just said the same thing 13 fucking minutes ago. I just typed it because I didn't have time to do a fucking video. So that kind of pissed me off. This is a fucking prepping channel. We talk about prepping. Okay? Live news events fucking happen. That's how you get prepared for shit. Don't fucking yell at me for reporting the news. That's gay. That's being fucking lame and gay. Okay?
Who yelled at you?
Okay.
That pissed me off. Oh, it's just some stupid shit. It's in the Discord. You can fucking look at it.
If anything, that's all fuel for like your why. Like everybody needs a why for their, or everybody should have a why for their prepping as it sits. So if anything, just what's going on in the news currently should just be more fuel. Maybe you weren't going to pick up that extra flat of green beans.
Well, I'm going to do a synopsis, but basically, as people talking about prepping, fucking, they're jizzing themselves, waiting for a scenario just so they can be kitted out. Wear your kit on the fucking treadmill. I wear it. Guess what? I don't have to wear my kit all the fucking time. I do it fucking. I walk around town with the plate carrier for weight. Not anymore, but if you need to go fucking have World War III or whatever super tactical event to wear your gear, maybe you don't fucking need gear and you should sell it and you should get a different hobby. Gear's not to just cream your jeans about to fucking put on and go wear. You either use it or you don't. It either sits on a fucking gear tree or it doesn't. It either sits in a locker like Muffin Top. It either sits in a fucking safe and you never touch your 30 fucking guns. You never put 500 rounds down a year. Or you're like Muffin Top. My most used guns are my hunting guns because that's the fucking thing that I do the most. That's my favorite hobby, is putting meat in the freezer to provide for my family. I shoot way more rounds out of my shotgun and my deer rifle than I do my fucking AR all year. Now, handgun's different because, if I have a contract or something, plus that's what I carry every day. That's what I'm more proficient with my handgun than my AR because that is likely the gun I will ever have to use once in my life. Right? So don't be fucking crazy. But some of that shit just pissed me off. And I wanted to respond to it. I went to go type it like 6 different times a day after rereading. And conversation with somebody else earlier this weekend about how words on the internet and in Discords, when you read them, whatever you're emotioned out at, like that comment, or like self-processing things and waffles and shit.
You're underwater.
God, the big brother would like nothing more than for some idiots to go out and perform poorly in their kit as an excuse to ban arms and armor. I agree. People are chomping at the fucking bit to go out and do that stuff. And so instead of being a dick like I was totally going to go do, and it was going to be read wrong and read in whatever light and mindset somebody was in at that time, I decided to don't go off stuffing the lid. There's nothing tough to do that. I need to have to stop that. But I was like, okay. I reassessed, and then I posted an article. And then people got pissed that I posted an article, and then I posted another article, and then Pat posted an article, and then other people posted articles, and then they started getting pissed. And I'm like, guys, it's not me. It's what's on the news. It's what's happening live. That's the discussion. And then so I was like, okay, let me take this back a little bit. And then I seen more, and I said, good video. Okay, that was the gun thing. That actually summed up a 3-hour chat that I stayed up way too late on another one. I said, where the fuck did I say it? God.
Every time I feel like I'm about to go off on somebody and it's going to take a while, I heard a saying a long time ago, and it's stayed my tongue more often than it hasn't. And the quote goes something like, I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's, to those that understand, no explanation is necessary. To those that don't already understand, no explanation is possible.
Yeah, unfortunately, the people commenting I have respect for on different levels. So it's not necessarily that. It's just there's no way to get some things typed on the internet the way you actually want it to come across. And you guys know, Muffin Top is a man of not eloquent speaking words. So when I tell you to go fuck yourself, you're a stupid fucking cunt, that's probably not going to come across the same as, guys, I just like to BS and talk freaking tradesman freaking break room chat with you guys. You know, we're hopping in the truck, we're driving to the next fucking job site. That's Muffin Top's life. Okay, I can still get along with anybody like that. I can go to a bar. I can hang out with the potheads. I can hang out with the druggies. I can hang out with the drunks. I can hang out with the bikers. I can hang out with the hunters. I can hang out with the farmers. I can hang out with the fucking gay guys. I don't care who I'm hanging out with. I can fit in any group. Because why? I'm not a total fucking dick to everybody. I can hang out. Some gay guy's buying me beer. Cool. I'm hanging out with this guy. He's buying me beer. I don't care. I have family members that are gay. Okay? I don't care. I have family members that are fucking furries. I just pet them and give them a treat and tell them to go to bed. Like, it's. I have family members that are lesbians. I have black friends. I have Mexican friends. I have super racist friends on both fucking skin tones. It doesn't fucking matter. That is the world that we live in. It takes all fucking kinds, and some don't make the world go around as fast as others. Some are very productive and they assist the thing going on. It's whatever. So if you guys don't like how I say something or something like that, or it's online, don't take it super fucking literal. Like, one of my pain mechanisms is I breathe and eat fucking sarcasm is my shit. Okay, that's pretty much how I cope with being totally fucked for the last decade of my life. It's either that or severe depression. I already went through that, and I got up to like fucking 400 pounds, and I'm trying to reverse that. So I'm trying to become a better person. Okay? But the sarcasm fucking stands. So, no, Muffin Top is not Jesus. But Muffin Top can fuck with anybody. It's fine. It's just, and then I get inside my head, like, why did I think about that 6 fucking times today? I should have been doing something else. It sucks. That sucks, because I do overthink things, and I do try to put things together and things like that. And that's why I really don't want to talk about all the shit that's going on, because first off, it's going to piss me off. Second off, we're not talking about things that are happening in other countries. Germany and France have it worse than we do currently. There's shit popping off everywhere. And it's the blending of two religions that don't see eye to eye. And quite frankly, we're not going to get all the facts for a minute anyways. So, sorry. I went off on y'all. I love you. Stay sexy. Keep a big penis. That's it for the Muffin Top chat tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like I missed the better part of that because you sounded like you were underwater.
God damn it.
Yeah, half your rant was completely unintelligible.
Well, I'm not going to go back and do it again. You guys are just
I made out my name
seething
in the middle of it.
Go for it.
Yeah, not going to be able to clip that one for the shorts. It's the overlords.
Duke Liberty's also live, so that's not working out.
They knew you were on fire, so they went ahead and pushed the garble button.
I guess.
It seems like every time Honda goes into something really good, his fucks up too.
Tactical Muffin Top, you need gummies? Yeah, I don't take anything. I've currently decided that I'm not taking anything at all, not even Tylenol or ibuprofen, and it's not going great. Muffin Top is angry and in pain. I'm like one of those cats that like has a thorn in their paw, but it's just my back and my hips and my knees, and I just still do man shit like remodel my house and fix shit, because if I don't do it, it's going to cost me a metric fuckload of money to do it. So here I am. Here, East Coast, H5N1 is mass killing off our snow geese. Yeah, I seen an article about that, Fiend Dog. Don't get too antsy on that yet. That's a narrative they want to push. If you feel that is coming to your area and you feel that to be a threat, you should fill your freezer with some fucking poultry, and you should get a generator that can run your fucking freezer. Because the best thing you can do is protect yourself economically. You know, water glass your eggs, boil eggs. You can freeze eggs, mix them all up. Go get a carton of eggs, mix them all up, put them in muffin tins, and then freeze it. And then put them in Ziploc bags, throw them in the freezer. When you want scrambled eggs, pull it out, put it in the pan. It's pretty fucking close to fresh. That's how you get your hedge on inflation against poultry products. You can can it, you can jerky it, you can dehydrate it. Dehydrating takes a fuckload of time. You can freeze dry it if you're as cool as Pat and have a freeze dryer.
Yeah, we just
Or-
bought over 300 eggs. We're gonna freeze dry this weekend.
I will expect my PO box to have eggs in it. Just kidding. But yeah, if you're worried about that, that's what you do to take care of it. The crossing into everything else, blah blah blah. Look at all the shit they've been feeding us for years. They've basically been feeding us lubricant, which is seed oils. Okay, everything that we've been doing. That's Muffin Top has been prepping long game like that. I've replaced all of my pots and pans with stainless steel, and I got it on Facebook Market, like a dollar auction thing. I got for $16. Muffin Top has a brand new set of stainless steel copper bottom pans and fucking big pots and all that, minus my stoneware and cast iron. All my other shit's going to other people that can't do that, and quite frankly, need dishes more than I do. I still have two, and when I did it, I used to like extreme coupon with the wife. I still have two brand new fucking sets of pots and pans that were the same as the two I have upstairs. So when they crapped out, I'd throw them all the fucking way or give them to somebody who's broke, and I'd put my new set in. Just how Muffin Top works. Backups to backups to backups, right? Two is one is none. Well, I buy four. That's my number. I buy four minimum of anything, whatever the fuck I have. That's why, because it works. Got rid of all my. I asked for Christmas. I got rid of all my Tupperware for glassware. Guess what? I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's one less thing that I have to worry about trying to kill me. Anyway, how you guys doing? Yay, rant chat. Sorry. That's prepping, dude.
Good.
Fiend, they poisoned them here. Oh, the geese? Nice. I want to hunt for them figures. Yeah.
That
I hunt
not
geese.
hearing your rant. That
Yes.
not hearing your rant is gonna crawl all over me. So I just want to clear the air. I wasn't trying to shoot you down. I'm just trying to always remind everybody to stay tempered.
I appreciate that. That's why I have you here. And remember, and another deal, the YouTube commenters. Lawfully Armed was a YouTube commenter, and now Lawfully Armed I consider a good friend. And he's on the panel all the time and brings Muffin Top back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity because I took off, and now he wrote me back over here. That's why I like him.
I like the what if scenarios, and I'm glad that we spent all summer being aware of the possibility of something like this. And the something like this may not even be over, depending on your news source right now.
All right.
This could just be the tip of the iceberg. I don't know. At least that provides the opportunity to be mentally and emotionally prepared for it. If you've ran, uh, I can't quote the exact statistic or the story exactly, but like a person that's just shot at random has a lower survivability rate with the same wound as like a soldier who's knows they're in combat. Your headspace determines your survivability, kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I almost think that these different angles, these different what if scenarios that we're prepping for, we go through the mental exercise. I think having some of that pre-planned in your mind, like how you're going to act, probably increases your survivability. It also allows you to maybe not be emotionally overwhelmed in the moment.
Right. I'd agree with that.
Survive it first and then figure out the emotional outfall later, kind of thing.
Yeah, and you guys know I was in the security sector for about very rarely now, but occasional contracts here and there. But I know we have 3 ISIS cells in Nebraska, and that was of about 8 years ago now, 7, 8 years. So I already know they're here. And so that day of wrath, and then everything kept coming out with. I've been listening to the Day of Wrath probably once a week, every week especially since before I put it on here. But I find that to be a very likely thing. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Doesn't that seem like that's what's going on right now?
Yeah. That's
Or
why
is
I've
it
been
just,
telling you about. That's why I've been saying that was my main prep for bad things to happen. That's what I was doing the last year. That's what I prepped for.
or is it just that the media's decided to put a magnifying glass on, you know, different random acts of violence?
Well, I'll let you know that we're no longer talking about drones.
Yeah,
So we
that
may
went
be
away.
hyper fixated on this for the next week or two. So what's been moving in the background amongst all of that?
Have you heard any of the connections to all this to Fort Bragg?
Yeah, I have.
Like like the second attempted Trump assassin was at Fort Bragg like over 100 times or some shit,
Uh-huh.
and he's not military. Uh,
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, the dude who was on the golf course with the zip tied fucking SKS to the scope.
yeah,
That guy.
what a fucking joke.
Yeah.
So like, was
And
that
that the
on
person
purpose? Was that purposely done so terrible? Like
No, there's
that
just quite.
level that
I
level
think
of
there's
incompetence is
no. It's incompetence to us because that's the sector that we hang out in. To somebody who doesn't know anything and maybe they took it out and got a couple lucky shots at 20 yards. Yeah, it might hit a target at 20 yards. You might get lucky. Some people it'd be like Coolfoot trying to tell me all about fucking computers. I don't know shit about computers. That's why I asked Coolfoot to come help me with it. I already know what
yeah,
I'm
that's
good at.
true.
You know what I mean?
Like
Now
just now, I
everybody's gonna
thought
call
back
me
in
for
my
heating and air and plumbing shit and electrical shit. I gotta go put in a ceiling fan now for somebody. Is that what Muffin Top wants to do? Not necessarily, but I will. You know what I mean? And then a big deal for Muffin Top, just some time.
well, on that guy from the golf club, the golf course. I don't know any more than what they have made public, which means like
Right.
it's stuff about him that they want you to know. But it sort of reads like maybe that guy tried really hard to be somebody, like he wanted to be a mercenary, something awful.
Yeah,
And
he
I
wanted to
don't
be
know that he did.
tactical.
I think he got set up, and I think his setup is to set one of us up because if you keep hearing about him trying to do something to the to the incoming president elect, then that is to get some gun owning pro Trump person like ginned up to go protect him or something. I don't know. And like you misstep. Like I don't know. I feel like we all carry a burden for one another to conduct ourselves as law abiding, upstanding citizens. And we have to remind each other of that and cull anybody that would do otherwise.
Yeah. So if you get some dude
Because
who hops in a chat, and quite frankly, we go through multiple chats. I see everybody in all kinds of videos. I always anything I hop into. Just before my chat, I hopped into two of them and I said, "Hey, what's up, chat?" And I said, "Make sure you hit that like button for these guys. You know, some good dudes. Tactical Turkeys are live. Modern Minute or Modern Frontier and Missouri Survival and Red Dawn are on chat." I hit them both up and I said, "Hey guys, these are good dudes. Thumbs up. Anytime Hutch is doing a smoke break, I hop in. Even if I'm at work, I just hop in just to say hey, And do you get the other people that cross the chats that say, "Oh my God, when are we dual freaking akimbo carrying, our 60 round drum mags and 3 plate carriers and when do we need to go?" I'm like, those are the people you need to not talk to because those people are fucked up in the head and they're waiting for that
I'm
to happen because they got nothing cool going on in life other than that.
I mean like in real life, like either stay those people's temper or remove them from your life because just like in a I'm thinking like big expansive, like I'm talking all encompassing, but the way that if you're in a crowd and the crowd goes from protesting to doing something illegal and you get bagged up in all of it, like you get charged according to the
The
company
group.
you keep.
Right.
So, in a grand scheme, nationwide, all of us that are of overlapping mindset, and whatnot, the people that watch this sector of YouTube or that go to the gun range or that go to Pro 2A rallies or whatever, God fearing
Radio,
red
medical.
blooded
Mhm.
red blooded Americans, people that the majority of which harbor no ill will towards another person. Like the end game is liberty and a long life. You know, um, you got to stay those people's temper and not. It all comes back to that whole the pen is mightier than the sword. I mean, and at the end of the day, like I have said before several times, long game, we're all just trapped, anyways.
Yeah,
Like
we're,
it's
we're basically on the freest prison, and that's this continent.
so. I don't know. I know what I mean, but
Put it into words. Just say it,
I'm
Lawfully.
not poetic like Honda. I haven't smoked enough reefer to expand my mind and
What's up, Sophia B?
give my musings.
I,
My
I, I,
legally minded my
I
legally
know,
minded tongue keeps me from just speaking
right?
overly freely.
And I can be overly freely and pissed off, which doesn't help anything either. Which is
Just
the
everyone hold
opposite of
yourself to a
myself.
high standard and hold your friends and compatriots in this higher standard.
Now, and I after going over that with people they were reacting to all the articles being posted in the Discord today. And I said, long story short, we prep so we don't have to panic like the normies, which those are the people they need to sway, right? Because there's way more normies than there are of any other group. We are a minority. Us prepping gives us time to observe and react accordingly. And it gives us the chance to not act in fear and shock and awe, but we can calm, go to bed, wake up the next day, and say, okay, this is what I'm going to go buy this weekend. This is what I'm going to go do this week. I'm going to rake the yard. I'm going to prep the garden space. I'm going to go fill up all my juice jugs, which you should be doing because that's saving you money on your input of the juice that you already bought, right? That's basically a free prep. I'm going to get my lint. I'm going to get wood. I'm going to get all my sticks from the yard to burn. I'm going to get blankets and vehicles. I'm going to do this for the coming cold. I'm going to make sure I know where all my gloves and my wool socks are and my long johns and all that. I'm going to have that ready. So you're not going out and getting your bread and your bread sandwiches like the normies, right? And what's up, Leo? That's the point of prepping is what it does is it gives us time so we can find the best use of our time and our dollar and what's going to benefit us the most, opposed to running out and grabbing whatever or running out into a crowd and becoming a bad actor, or maybe even not, bad intent, but being into a group that turns into bad intent. Then you're with those people, like Lawfully said. Prepping just gives us time, and time is the most valuable commodity for the human race because it's the one thing that's finite and you cannot get more of. So being able to use it wisely and informed is the best thing you can do for yourself. That's why we prep.
Yep.
What's up, Leo? You're muted. Pat, what you got?
I think I'm picking up what Lawfully's putting down. When I took I think it was the class that I had to take to get my Maryland concealed carry. They put it sort of like what he was trying to say. Like when you make the decision to be trained and armed, you're kind of shackling yourself a little bit. Like it's not a good idea to go to be a hothead if you're armed. Like you go out and somebody steps on your shoe or looks at you sideways, like you can't fall. Like you have a increased responsibility. Like not to be too cliche, great power, great responsibility kind of thing.
Yeah, no more
Like
ego
it's
fights.
your yeah, it's your responsibility to de-escalate the situation or just completely remove yourself from the situation. You know, if somebody's hitting on your girl or whatever, grab her up and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And it's the same situation like when you're prepared, when you decide to be trained and armed and ready. Like it's more of a responsibility than the. I don't even like to use the word normies. I think
So,
we should start calling them zombies because I think we're the normal people.
and you could
The
be
the
right.
one the ones that you call normies, I like to call zombies because they're just oblivious. They almost seem like NPCs, mindless people just like sleeping through their life, just counting the days until it's over.
Yeah, and after you become a family man,
That's a big thing right there.
is
Hmm.
you really start evaluating how if you have to do this act, regardless of what happens, your child's not going to see you for a while. Whether the investigation takes a while, whether you get wrapped up and put in cuffs for a couple years, whatever. So at that point, it's almost better just to keep it holstered and get the fuck out of there.
I'm not built for prison.
Yeah, I'm getting raped. I'm beautiful.
Yeah, you can call me a coward, a pussy. It doesn't matter to me. My immediate circle is my immediate concern. If I'm at anywhere and shit starts popping off, my number one thing is to get myself and my family out of there. Because as much as I'd like to be on the news, hailed as a hero, I think more often than not, it just doesn't go that way. Like you were saying before, or was it the last chat? If you stop the shooter, then another fucking good guy is going to various purposes and shoot your ass, or the cops are going to show up and shoot your ass. And it, as horrible as it sounds, like I'm sorry, those people aren't my responsibility.
I agree.
Now, if the bad guy's in between me and getting away, then yeah, he's going down, and let the chips fall what may.
Yeah, like if you're at a school or you're going to daycare and you see that dude rolling with an AK.
That's different. I don't know if I could walk away
That's
from that.
me. Yeah, that's me in between. Obviously, I'm there for my kid. That's a problem.
Situation dictates.
Right, right. But if it's me at Walmart and they're on aisle 13 and I'm back by the milk on aisle 30, I'm probably just going to scoot out the back door. That's not my job. Which, if you've ever had to work and been armed, unarmed, whatever, security, law enforcement, military, if you've ever had to wear a blaster for a living or armor for a living or cuffs or spray or whatever, you can't really ever turn that off. You see shit. You're trained to see shit. I still see shit all the time. People are like, "Oh, hey, what are you looking at?" I'm like, well, there's exit, exit, exit. There's like this guy has a fucking knife out. This guy's carrying because I can see it when he poked over. And they're like, how many guns in the room? And I'm like, 3. People don't see that. Normal people don't see that shit.
I hate to use the word, but the sheepdog. But have you ever been in a room and found another one? Like
Yeah.
everyone's buried in what they're doing, and you're actually paying attention, and then you see someone else that just happens to be looking around. And it's like,
You
is that
lock
guy a
eyes, you
threat?
nod at each other, and you just keep looking.
Yeah.
Is that guy a threat, or is he another sheepdog just actually paying attention? I've gotten the nod a few times, like, look at all these sheeple around us, just buried in their phones.
Mm-hmm. Usually, if I'm like going through a store or something, and I'm like, "Hey, I appreciate you carrying a firearm. I do it as well. Maybe you should look at this holster," because that's usually what gives them away most of the time, or the belt. I'm like, "Hey, man, you should
Nah,
check out this belt or check out this
I'm not
holster."
out to strike up. I'm not out to strike up a conversation about shit like that in the grocery store.
Really? Well, okay, you're at the gun store.
You've never had anybody pull a gun out of their holster in Walmart, have you? Because I have.
I've had people pull out a gun at me at the Cabela's gun counter, bro, that I sold them the week before,
Yeah,
loaded.
but
And I'm like, don't pull that out. We'll pull one out of the case, bro.
yep.
Yeah, they're like,
But
oh, I need to see if this fits in my holster. I'm like, not with the fucking round in it, you ain't. We got
and
one right here.
while you would think that it would be known to not do it there, the same as at a gun store, unless explicitly asked to. Just the middle of Walmart is even weirder.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm not going to invite that sort of scenario.
Omen
But
Buttwrinkle said he thought he was the only one at the hospital. Turns out I'm slowly finding more doctors and RNs are prepping and no more that led on at work. Yeah, I'll tell you what, medical people, they really have a good pulse on what's going on in the world. And I will let you know through medical people in my mag and my family, supplies are being stocked up. They're about ready to drop another cool one. So take that information and run with it however you may. They're short on a lot of shit, which is a bigger problem. Some of that could be, the World War trace meat grinder, as the government wrote a bunch of checks. As you've seen with anybody with a medical channel, Bear says all the time, shit's getting bought up, shit's getting bought up. It is, and it takes it off of the civilian market. Same with ammo. Same with anything. Fuel. Wait till they need to fill that strategic reserve that we have basically bled bone dry. You might have whatever's in your gas cans in your garage to get you to work for the next month. Like, seriously. They will take it off the civilian market.
My local gun shop guys I know very well. Sometimes I just go in there just to shoot the shit on the weekend.
Yeah.
They were telling me that they like to play a game when they're out with their family. Like when they're in Walmart, it's called like Who's Armed. They look around, they look for the signs, the bumps in the right places, and the indicators, like wearing a Second Amendment shirt or a gun shirt or something like that.
Yep.
And the one thing that they said that really stuck with me is people with knives clipped into their pockets. Like
yep.
not every guy that carries a knife has a gun, but every guy that has a gun is also probably carrying a knife. And I was
But
like,
the
I
dude
just
with the 5 knives and the wallet chain is a felon.
Yeah, because he can't have a gun. Yeah, I know
Like,
exactly. They have that Walmart special where you get the two mossy oak, the smaller and the bigger knife clipped to them, and the wallet chain, and they think they're Billy Badass. And I'm like, bitch, that ain't even sharp.
So I do that sometimes when I'm out. I look for the signs. It's the ones that you can't see that I'm not worried about. The guy that or the ones that you can't see are the ones you actually do need to worry about. The guy that's open carrying, he's not there to rob the place.
No, but the ones that you can't see are also wise enough. Like, okay, fat guy fact: if you have your knife clips on the side, you'll cut the shit out of your doors and your center consoles, your flip consoles and shit, and your seatbelt covers.
Yep.
I rotate all mine to the front, so I have my light, my left pocket, and my knife in my right. So when I'm wearing a flannel or a shirt, all my stuff drops because I also use it to conceal carry, and it's comfortable. You can't see my clips on my knives. It's like you can't see my gun because I'm fat.
I just
Yeah.
gave up having a pocket knife with a clip.
You just deep carry.
Yeah. I mean, the flashlight I seem to have good luck with, but like, I had multiple pocket knives that I broke the clips off of them, or it snagged like you're talking, and I just lost the knife altogether. So
Yeah.
I gave up on that. Like that Swiss Army knife deep in my pocket is just bueno.
Yep. And there's a whole bunch of grandpas that got a Swiss Army knife in their pocket. I got two of them right here, right next to me, that go in bags when I go somewhere. That's a very handy tool to have.
Yeah, I just lost my EDC flashlight because I was wearing. I've been keeping it clipped onto my pocket, and it must have caught something and got ripped out somewhere. I have no idea where it went.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to get a goon beam and let me know how it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pro tip: if you'll wrap your pocket light in some like bright colored duct tape, at least you stand a chance of finding it on the ground,
Yep.
or like when you drop it in your vehicle, you know, it's
Leo,
down on the
you're
ground
muted,
and
my
it's
dog,
dark.
like this whole time. You have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Talk about Leo.
Yeah. What's up?
He's probably like, why won't these guys react to what I'm saying?
Yeah,
God
he's like,
damn
these racist bastards aren't listening to me at all.
it!
No, I knew I was doing it. I was doing something.
All right. I was just making sure. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Gen X, Jim and I said, how many of y'all appendix carry? If I would, it'd be with the 43X. I've carried a 43 and it fits just right, but I don't. I see the value to it. It's very, very. A, it's the easiest way to conceal your draw. B, it's the easiest thing to conceal because not every guy wants to look at your pecker. It turns out.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lawfully.
I carry the Sig X macro appendix, and I got a muffin top too.
Yep.
But I got a specialized holster. It's called like the fat guy holster or something like that.
Yeah.
It keeps it deep. Like it keeps it down. It's a little harder to draw because it keeps the handle like tucked into your waist a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right into your
I mean
300
that's
parallel.
that's the only way to do it. Like you just can't do it otherwise, unless
If I do it, I'll get it right in my groin, like where my crease is from my thigh to my pecker. I can slip one in right there, and it fits
Yep,
perfect.
that's exactly where it sits.
Yep.
If I'm about to get in a car, I'll move it over a little more closer to the center line.
Mm-hmm.
And neat trick that I'd learned myself that it was obvious to other people is to move your belt buckle to the side.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've
Don't
been
leave it.
running my belt buckle on the left for a minute, but also because I carry the fixed blades, so it's really comfortable that way too. So. And that if you carry a fixed blade knife Scout in the front, it'll clack on that fucking buckle if you don't move it.
And I know you're not like super happy with it, but what the hell belt's that called? Mine stretches just a little bit. Groove belt. Yep, that's exactly it. And
Yeah,
it gives just enough so I can sit down, and it, like if you're wearing a leather belt or one of those like super stiff gun belts, when you go to sit down, it'll rock that thing right into your pelvis.
I don't know, man. It could not carry my typical load. I've been wearing core. I need to do a review video on it because I've had it for a little over a year now. This one, I've been wearing Groove for almost 8 years straight, every fucking day of my life. I'm on my second belt, 7 years.
You mean core?
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. It's the only thing that holds it all up, and I cinch it tight. And if I need some room, and it's loose. And when I stand back up, shove it right back to where it needs to go exactly, and it's great. Pocket pistol with a wallet holster. If that's what you carry, I'd rather you have it than nothing. Demo Man Don. I always say your name wrong. Jesus, I'm like dyslexic or something when I read your name.
Well, there's Damian Christian too.
No, yeah,
which used to be Damian Christ, but I guess he decided to stop being a false prophet.
FX Beretta appendix. Sassy 7, I cannot get on board with that because Glock is king. For Muffin Top, it's like switching your drills, man. Like I have too much Glock shit, holsters, mags. Like I'm locked in on Glock. That's another reason why I can't pull the trigger on a 43 or 43X because then I have to get more freaking holsters and mags.
Yeah,
26.
That's all different.
Yeah, but if I'm going to carry a 26, I already carry a 19 just fine. Nobody can see that. I might as well just carry the 19.
Yeah, but if you were to move to appendix carrying, then that way you don't have to like dock with your pistol.
Well, you would first off that would mean that my dick is big enough that it could actually dock with something. So I'll probably be all right.
I'm accusing you of going inside the barrel, not around it.
Oh,
I heard
Right.
Docky. What happened?
Like her dog, he's back.
Oh, we coaxed him out of his lair.
That's fine, Sassy. I like the SIG 360 and 365 XL. It's a great pistol. It's just I cannot switch at this point. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
I like the M&Ps. They shoot fine. I don't mind Shield 2.0s. I just carry Glock 19 or a dagger.
I got excited about the X macro because of the compensation and the higher round count. But then I look at my 43X, and I with the what are they called, the
Shield
arms mags. I'm still at the capacity.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have saved the $900 fucking dollars that I spent on that thing, and just bought an optic slide for my 43X.
Yeah,
And I would have been a lot happier.
That's what makes me want the Shield. That's what makes me want the 43X so bad. Is it's half the width, and it's the same thing with those mags.
Yeah. And if you go onto the PSA dagger, like those slides are supposed to fit, and it's like $200, and you can have an optics cut slide.
I've been carrying my dagger for going on 2 years, and it's fine. Yeah, a regular Glock is going to get way higher round count. I think DLD has ran a barrel out at 7, an extractor at 7,000, and a barrel at 8,000 rounds. I don't even have 600 rounds through it. So I'm good. Theoretically, if you're like a guy who gets out and maybe shoots a box of 100 once a month, it'll probably last you a way fucking long time. Just saying. Like, would I rather have a Gen 5 Glock MOS? Yes, but I got it for a third the price, and I tried the optic because I didn't know if I'd like it. It's the cheapest way to try an optic. Now you maybe do the Ruger or the, if you really wanted to, try the Bear Creek Grizzly, but I would rather stick with the dagger over the Grizzly myself, and then maybe
I think the amount of people that shoot 100 rounds a month is a lot lower. I don't know anybody that does that. Unless you're a competition shooter and like that's your thing, like nobody goes to that many rounds.
Dude, nobody. Yeah, you know, we sit in these chats all the time and we talk gun guys and stuff, but I guarantee maybe 10 people a chat of everybody's chat maybe actually get out and put rounds through their guns anymore.
My ratio of dry fire to actual fire is probably like 99-1.
Yeah, that's why I want a Manus in the Blackbeard so bad, is because, quite frankly, I've told you guys, I'm strictly saving ammo. I'm not running ammo right now. I'm running snap caps, and I'm doing dry fire. I would rather keep my ammo stock up right now.
Yep.
To be fair, I tried Glock. That's good. Old Man Buttwrinkle says he has a muffin top, and no way he can carry appendix pointing it at his junk or his femoral artery. It's the right holster,
doesn't.
Man. It's the holster.
If you like that fat guy holster, it keeps it deep enough that when you sit down, it actually rides away and points away from your leg and your.
It's almost like you give it half a blue chew. It's just a little bit above your dick.
Yeah. Like I said, when I go to sit down, I'll move it a little bit further towards the center. If I'm just walking around, it's like in that notch between my pelvis and my leg, my hip. But if I go to sit down, I'll actually move it over a little bit.
I bet you do.
I love it. Let's check out Demo Man Don's Get Home rig.
So you put it in like your crotch elbow?
Yeah. My reverse cankle on my penis, if you will. I like that bag, actually.
You give up a little bit of speed on your draw by carrying it a little deeper. But
but everybody can see as soon as your shoulder rolls back, they know what you're drawing for. But when you draw from appendix, it's fucking hard to see, especially if you quarter towards them with your opposite, not your non-dominant arm.
Well, what does it look like when you're at the 3 o'clock position? Like, what the fuck are you reaching for, dude?
I run 3 and 4. See, that's what I run it just a scooch front, like almost where a pocket knife would be, so it's harder to see.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't even look like reaching. Like I can stage draw with my thumb, like getting your thumb under your shirt,
push off
up to the front.
Yep.
up at the front, and then you just kind of milk it around. And then if you end up needing to draw, you just curl your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more natural to let your hands just fall to your front than it is to, grab the front of your shirt, yank it up,
Yeah, I don't do that. I do the
reach
dumb thing
reach
too.
around to your backside and draw from 3 o'clock.
Yeah, draw it out
Like
of you,
that's
pull it
way
out of your butt crack.
it's a lot more comfortable to carry it there. But
No, not for me.
like
If I fall on my
carrying
back, I'm fucked.
carrying appendix is God's way, in my opinion.
I dry
If I carry
fire quite a bit. Oh, sorry. It
no,
happens.
keep going.
Sorry to my ex, GF. Okay, that's funny.
I like that bag Demo Man Don.
Yeah, he said it's a surplus gas max bag. I do like that bag actually.
Like, do you
I
have
Now,
wish he
leather?
had more pictures of it, like the back of it.
yeah, I like it. It's slick. I would assume that's probably a little bit more waterproof than most bags. I like the little grab handle right there. Yeah, I wish we could see if it's strapped or Molly or Alice or whatever that may be back there, but it's a good looking bag. Now, one thing I super like, especially for this time of year, is the bivy and the calories. The multi tools. I'm big on the multi tool. I don't know where you're at location wise, but apparently you deem it that you need the mask. Good on you. I've checked my prevailing wind patterns. I should be fine here. But I do love these gloves. These cheap gloves that are super thin. I run the shit out of these. I love those gloves. Yeah, it's a good looking bag. No pews. I understand that. Knife there. A couple other things. Some quick clot. And so some medical up there. Yeah, I'd recommend you maybe get a hold of a Slishman. I'm a big proponent. I'm like a selling horror for Slishmans. I wish I got commission or something because I am
I've bought
super big on
16 of them, and I
16.
have given half. Yeah, I've bought 16 of them last year,
Wow. I'm
and I have
almost as
given
big of a
away
proponent of that
6 or
as I am
7.
carrying pepper spray.
I've given away more than that. Let's see. I've given away almost 10 of those.
Jesus. Where's my P.O. box drop? No, I'm just kidding.
Probably in the next batch. I bought out what Jay had left, or what his website would sell me.
Yeah. 12 muffins. For that bag? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, for that bag, 12 muffins.
You did good.
Damn. That's a
I
new term
snagged a
to me.
1022 today.
What's the new term? Yes. Tell us about that. Pilgrim, what's the term you're talking about, my dude? Oh, he has TQ.
Crotch elbow.
That's been It's funny. Gas mask leg bag. Oh, okay. So it can probably, if you have like that Molly leg on your thigh, so it probably has Molly straps. That's cool. I would hate to carry bags and shit like that on my legs because I hate carrying drop leg holster. Because when you go to jog or run with that, you are gonna hate your life. So just imagine like that big ass bag on the other side with the drop leg holster would suck to walk around in all day. Where can I find Slishman TQs? Anyone? Pilgrim. You know what? Let me drop a link.
PreparedCitizensTG.com.
Yes.
Help Jay and his family out.
He is
Small
a
business,
friend of the
like-minded.
channel. Yep. Small business. The Slishman is like a tourniquet, but you really can't fuck it up. You put it on your wherever you're high and tight or above your appendages, the joint above, right? And you just pull it as tight as it gets, and then you just wrap it around. That's it. You don't have to worry about a windlass or anything like that if you don't have any training with the tourniquet. And they're good for kids and pets as well. So most tourniquets. That's why some people run rats if they have kids because a regular teak tourniquet's not that great for that. I forgot what I was doing. Right here. Here's his website, and he also does program radios and stuff too. But Jay's a super good dude. I'm gonna have him on the channel again sometime.
Tomorrow's Friday, so everyone can tune in for his Teresa will help me with the title because I can't remember.
Yeah. He does do coffee in the mornings a couple
There we
days a
go.
week.
Yeah, yeah, coffee and something early in the morning.
Yeah, it's about when I'm getting ready. So me and him have almost the same schedule. He's up about a half hour before I am, so I like to turn him on
Coffee
and
and
listen to him.
chaos.
Yeah, there you go. Copycast. Teresa, do I have you as a freaking
He'll
moderator in my this in YouTube?
he'll be on about 5:30.
Yeah, he's up about a half hour before I am, but he's a good dude, and I BS with him in the chat when I'm driving and getting ready and whatnot.
5:30 Central.
Yeah, I dig Jay. He's a good dude. So definitely support him if you want medical stuff. He sells iFax, he sells radios, he sells pouches, he sells medical things. If you wanted to print them off, and you get them as a download, so you can print them off as much as you want. He has a bunch of medical books for just $5 a pop, so you could just gift that to all your friends and family, and so they have some sort of medical book on hand. If you have your kid's baseball team, wrestling team, whatever, basketball team, track. You can print all those out, give them to all the coaches for free, like medical knowledge that you can just give out for basically free for 5 muffins. Yeah, that's something, and that ain't gonna break nobody's bank. You know what I mean? That's better than buying a coffee at fucking Starbucks. And you're supporting Jay, which is a small. He's let out on his own. He's getting ready to set up a range and do training. He's done a lot of classes, guys. He's very knowledgeable. So Jay's a good man. Um, he said he added a shoulder strap to that bag. Okay, working out good. Fiend Dog, I have two 22 LRs. Dude, 22 LR is no joke. That's a huge. The crotch elbow must become a quote. I'm big on 22s. Go ahead and tell us your 1022 find there lawfully.
Oh, dude traded a couple of them in today on a different gun, and I put one on layaway.
Hell yeah.
All said and done, just under 200 muffins.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's the threaded one, so that's the tack one. That's the tactical.
It had a camo stock and threaded barrel, like
Yeah.
it's some special run or whatever. The
Uh,
other one was just a plain wood stock, and I've swapped stocks. So that way I just got the plain wood stock. I could deal without the camo. Because I'll end
there's
up
nothing
rattle
wrong with
canning
that.
it. It'll be whatever color I want.
Yeah.
Rather than having the hydro dip that flakes off.
Yeah, I fluffed up one guy's gun table at a gun show, and he accidentally sold both my 1022s. So I bought one whilst I had my sinus surgery, and I was very hopped up on drugs. So I shouldn't have done that, but I got a tactical for the one I got now, and the wife likes it. That's her main, that's her go-to 25 round B mag. Pretty hard to beat for a lady. No recoil, just a red dot.
Is it just the standard or is it a takedown?
No, just a standard. I got it. I think I got it for 230 muffins. But yeah, it's hard to find them anymore under 4, under 3. I mean, it really is. Just a bare bones. Like what's the bare bones Woodstock new go for lawful? What's just a 10 rounder?
10 round 1022 mag?
Yeah, just a bare bones stuff like 300 and some muffins.
Oh, the rifle. Gotcha.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the plain iron sight model, synthetic or hardwood blued is like 3 and a quarter,
Right.
give or take 10, $15. Now they're doing some, I think, to combat all the clones that are on the market, and like
The Wildcat or whatever from.
right. That's what I was gonna say. To compete with those, they're doing some really stripped down plain ones with no iron sights, just a scope rail on it, and they're like just over 200 muffins.
Mm. I tell you what, I would take another one of them in the safe over a piece of crap like an Omni AR. Quite honestly, because that they can do a lot more than just some run of the mill AR that's going to have the junkiest quality freaking spec that you have to go through and torque with Loctite all the freaking screws and shit on them, and probably not have everything. You got to change out everything on it. So why would you even buy it? I think that, and the video lawfully dropped. Here, let me go to it so you guys can see it. The video that lawfully dropped was a good one. On this here, um, the uncomfortable truth about budget gear. And we had, oh my god, this subject has been beaten to death in Red Dawn's chat with the tactical turkeys. But those guys run really, really high end, like $4,000 to $8,000 rigs. And quite frankly, for most people, it's just out of the question financially.
But how does it compare to a Lambo?
Yeah. Guess what? A PSA is not the end all be all. I think it's the bare minimum. And you tweak a couple things on it, and they're good, and you get some training out of it. But your next one, get a BCM upper, and maybe do a PSA lower again, or do an arrow lower, and then I'm not a fan of Daniel Defense, especially with ours. So I wouldn't do a Daniel Defense, but something comparable. I don't think, for what I shoot and for what I do, I don't think BCM. I'd probably go over that for quality. I think if you had 4 really good decked out BCMs, that you'd probably be fine for the rest of your life.
Well, the reality is, guns are machines.
Yep.
And so, like, cycle will kill them. And so the stuff that will kill a cheap one can and inevitably will kill the high end one.
Mm-hmm.
You reach your point where there's a diminishing return on investment. When you get into that super Gucci stuff, that's where you're at.
Right. But I mean, unless you're running comp, I really don't think you need to go that unless it's something that you really want. Wilson Combats, yeah, are nice. But to
But
say
they're
anybody
not.
needs to
They're
go
nice,
buy
but
it.
they're not nice at the same time. Like, there's such a diminishing return on investment.
Yeah. But at the same time, at the amount of
And if
people
you're shooting,
honestly shoot, it'd probably be fine.
and if you're shooting the cheapest ammo you can find, you don't need the most expensive rifle either. I mean, like, you're not ever going to take advantage of the nth degree better that 5 times as much rifle costs if you're not shooting the good ammo.
Yeah. Make sure we go give our buddy Rebel Spirits, who already has way more subs than I have, with like way less videos, but he's a good dude. Go give him a like and a sub. I enjoy Rebel Spirits, and that guy gets out with way more gun cool shit than Muffin Top does. But yeah, man, I don't know. What do y'all got? Pat, Leo?
Yeah,
What is everybody doing this week to prep?
nothing.
Come on, Leo.
I have nothing.
In the past week, we got a good deal on some canned corn and canned green beans, so we picked those up. And just like two days ago, we picked up over 300 eggs.
Oh yeah.
So, just kind of do what you can when you can.
Yep. When you get a good sale, snag it up.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
There you go. If you need batteries, Harbor Freight, if you have their inside track, you can pick up their batteries for free with any purchase. You get double or triple A. Go buy a little cheap Harbor Freight tool and stock up on batteries. They got a 500 lumen headlamp. Go buy a couple things from Harbor Freight. Go in one day, go in another day. Free batteries.
We've been doing Amazon Basic. Like, I got a couple of hundred double A's and a couple of hundred triple A's, and they're not that much on Amazon. They're called Amazon Basic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're wrapped up. They say Amazon right on the side, and I haven't had any issues with them at all. They last just as long as any other battery.
Cool. Nothing wrong
In
with
all
that.
the stuff that matters, I change the batteries out so frequent that I don't ever completely use a battery.
Yeah, I'm bad about it with like pistol lights and shit. I only change them out about once a year. But like my EDC flashlight, that puppy gets charged like twice a week. I use the crap out of my flashlight.
For longevity's
Actually,
sake, you probably ought to like. It's rechargeable, right?
Yeah.
You probably ought to be long cycling it and not recharging it overly frequent. I don't know, whatever.
No, it's
I guess
dying. Like my red light indicator comes on, which means it has roughly 10 minutes of light left. Like that's just how much I use my flashlight. I use it all the time. And people at work
gotcha.
borrow it. They're like, "Oh, they know Muffin Top's got a light." They're like, "Hey, can I borrow that?" And I'm like, "How about you buy your own damn flashlight?" They're like, "No, why would I do that? You're right here." I'm like, "What happens when I'm not right here and you need a flashlight?" "Oh, I use my phone." "Oh,
Probably
use your phone now." "Oh, it sucks. I want to use your flashlight." Well, then go buy your own damn flashlight.
probably time you gift yourself a new one.
Yeah, I really should. I honestly, I'm probably gonna be picking up the Goon Beam next. I've had this M1X Warrior in my pocket for about 14 years, and I love it, but it's probably gonna fail one of these days.
I will probably
yeah,
wait until you get a goon beam, and I'll take your word for it, positive or not. I'm
Yeah.
kind of soured on some of the other people that viewers at home will know spoke
Yeah.
highly of the chest rig. So I feel like maybe I can't take everybody's word. You know, like I jumped on the FOMO bandwagon and got one, so I wanted to be cool too.
Um.
And
Well.
I don't feel like I can trust everybody.
Yeah. I mean, people shit on Olight, but I've been carrying Olight for a long time. Olight was on my duty gun. That light's still on it. That light's still on my 23, bro. Olight,
I have
freaking Valkyrie.
I have sold more Olights than you have touched,
I'm
but it
sure.
doesn't mean that I'm excited about it.
I. They work, man. They work. Phoenix works. Streamlight works. There's a lot of good There's a lot of good lights out there. It's just how much you actually use it and what your budget is. I'm kind of excited about that Goon Beam that takes double A's. I kind of want to get in on that. I'm not a
I
big
got my
fan of
son a string light
BTM.
that'll
A
take.
lower is a lower. Who doesn't change the trigger and the buffer spring and weight out of them anyway? That's not necessarily true. Lowers specs can be off. Um, I rock PSAs, but I'll let you know. I don't think they're the best thing since sliced bread. I like what they do. I like their mission, getting everybody armed. They make good stuff. I would not go lower than PSA. Um, but Arrow makes better. I think they make better lowers. They have more spec. They have more QR, and I don't know. I did have a higher opinion on spikes until I was informed by somebody else that the spikes are not really keeping up either. I don't know. What do you think? What's the lower? What is the lower? If you were going to get one lower, lawfully, that's
Besides this new trend of everybody thinking that everything needs to be fully ambidextrous, I would say I've been totally happy with mine and the dozens of Arrow M4E1 mowers I've sold to people.
arrows. Yeah.
I know there's always dissenters, people that, I have seen or heard accounts of people getting something that was out of spec or, a hole misdrilled or something, but that's with everybody. I've seen
I've
and
had a
heard of that
Ruger
with.
out of spec 3 times. I sent it back to him. I've had, I've had a PSA out of spec. I had to send it back once, and then it was fixed. It's just a burr or something usually, but it happens.
That's where you benefit from shopping local rather than blindly buying online. Like if you go into your local gun store and buy a strip lower, generally they're not going to have a problem with you like visually um,
Inspecting.
thank you, Pat. Yeah, inspecting it. Like if there's some obvious defect, then ask for a different one, and they'll just go grab a different serial number and carry on with life.
Right.
At the same time, I don't understand this like race to the bottom of people that want the cheapest lower. Because at the end of the day, it's your serialized part. Like what you're married to. So what's $20 or $30 difference between like the cheapest, shittiest thing you can find for a little nicer one?
Right. Like I'm gonna throw a couple out. Like if you go grab like a Delta team, or you go grab like a Bear Creek, or like an Anderson, those are pretty much at the bottom, right? Like that's it'll run like a Bear Creek will run. It ain't the best thing in the world. I'd rather have it than not. If it's my only,
Well, either I mean, for the most part, your lower is in spec or it's not. Because if one dimension is out of spec, then multiple will be generally. So like
right,
either it's all good or it's not. And as far as the gun running, if it's not the upper and the assembly of the upper and the barrel nut, that all concerns me more from a functioning standpoint than the lower.
right,
Because there's some forgiveness if your trigger pocket is machined off a little, or your magwell might be a little oversized or a little undersized, and then that upper lower slop, if the upper's on one end of tolerance and the lower's on another, you can have a bigger gap, just the same way you can get them where they're really damn tight. It,
right.
I mean,
Gen X said he gained and lost a sub this week. That's okay. Your video sucked. No, man, mine sucked too. I've been really noticing a slowdown, and I had kind of just hit the gas and got like 120 subs there a second ago, and then I've been yo-yoing like 3 subs for like the last 2 weeks. Noak said your mom. Right.
Cool.
Bill Wilson is a Richard.
you didn't have to read that out loud.
I don't know what that's all about. More people in
Bill
the
Wilson's a dickhead,
Oh, nice.
and everybody in the industry knows it. Like,
Okay.
you get somebody, like the guy trying to sell you a Wilson Combat isn't going to say that to you, but you get to talking to somebody that's in the industry that knows him or knows
Really?
of him, and that is holy, he's a dickhead. Like, he's propped up more gun companies with ex-wives than he has started intentionally.
Oh no. I sense nuance. No, Sophia B, just BSing here. Leo, what's up? Pat. Oh, Leo left. Leo's like fuck talking about shit. Pat, what do you think?
And we cut about 10 minutes ago. We cut Pat off about telling us about his son's Streamlight. I wanted to hear that.
Oh, sorry, Pat. I'm a dick.
I bought my son the Streamlight Dual Fuel that runs off
Yeah.
a AA or a 123.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's pretty nice. It's not super bright. It's brighter with a 123 than it is with the AA, but
Right.
I like the option of just being able to throw a normal battery in there if you don't have any of the 123s around.
I do like options. I can get on that.
Yeah, I refuse to pay for a what the hell's the super expensive flashlight that everybody wants, the something Scout. Damn it! What's the like $400 gun light?
Oh my god.
Like the Surefires?
Yeah, Surefires. I will never buy a Surefire flashlight.
Well, if you was working with it and that was your duty gun, it would be different. But like if it's just like us that most of our shit just chills in the safe, yeah, probably not. I can understand it.
They're like all it's not made out of like steel or anything. They're all made out of aircraft grade aluminum. What's going to break the Streamlight in half is probably going to break the Surefire in half also.
Well, what I've seen on the few that I've been testing is it's the big thing is the diode and the electronics, and then the actual like the cone for the beam, and then if some of them put a deal on top or not. Plus the actual how you want to actuate it. Like if you like this OLED I got, it's got a rubberized tail cap that it goes past. Some are flush. And this one can set like so. My initial, if I touch this button any which way, I get strobe because I use this for security work. And I'll let you know, 80% of your security can be done with a flashlight with strobe. And then after that, I double click it and I get turbo, and that's how I like my light set up.
Turbo on the flashlight. Nice.
Yeah, it's bright as fuck. This one's only 1250 lumens, dude. That goon beam, holy but Jesus, I think it's bright as hell.
People still make fun
Muster
of my
Fiend Dog
lightsaber.
question. Let's see it, Leo.
People still make fun of my lightsaber light.
I like it.
Yeah.
What's that got for lumens?
I have no idea. I don't even know where I got this from.
Turn it on.
Let's see
Turn
it.
it on.
No, I think the battery weak. Yeah, the battery weak in it right now.
How did you get in my
Aw,
video?
what a letdown.
How
I
did
thought
you
it was
take
gonna
over
be
my
so.
video?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
You called it a lightsaber. I thought you were gonna turn it on and like stick it in your butt. It makes your nose glow.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see what Fiend Dog had here. So what 22
CMMG.
conversion kit? Yeah, CMG for AR and then pistol as well. They make it for Glock.
I've
R
never
has
had a
another
problem
one,
with a
right.
lower.
Specifically, the CMMG Bravo kit
Whoa!
comes with
What you
three
got? You
high
doing this
cap
base
mags.
test live, baby?
Yes, I'm dripping.
I've never seen them Vienna sausages before. What brand is that?
I'm dripping juice all over the place.
Sip it, sip it.
No, you do not drink that water. Blech.
No.
It's calories and shit. It's a fan.
He's a connoisseur.
Hope I get it all over my keyboard.
I will tell you what though, those little boy, the smoked ones. Oh my
Yeah.
god, those prairie ones. Those are so good.
So soft.
Oh man. Well, I don't, yeah, I'll give you that. Got any dream cues, Muffin? I want to build I don't know, an AR-10 and then Glock 43, and then like other than that, I'll probably just get a Bolt 308. Like, I'm pretty set on my guns. I get set in my ways, and I'm pretty much like I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shitty part about prepping is it's all about the guns and shit like that. That's probably your least used thing that you're going to use. That's why I preach food all the time and my channel doesn't go anywhere. Probably because I'm a fat kid talking about food, but that's the most important thing. That's going to get you through a job loss. It's going to get you through every natural disaster. You need food to live. You need food and water to stay alive. Everything else is secondary. Like, it's the boring shit, but it's the shit that you really need the most.
And in an event like at the French Quarter, a bag full of Schlitmanns would have done more good than a few.
Yeah, 100%. Was that the question, Fiend Dog? Was that
Yeah,
22
that was the
conversion?
question.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. Shoot him. I'd like to pick him up, but I'm like, damn, for the price of that, like, is the Blackbeard better because I can just sit here and shoot it in my house, you know? Because they're like the same price. Let's get a taste test. Let's get a review.
I have the Blackbeard, the first gen one that doesn't do Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I love the hell out of that thing. You can use it with
like a hot dog.
Corey can't eat it.
Like a small hot dog.
Does it ever weird you out? They're like pink on the side, but green on the ends.
No, that's how you know it's good. I couldn't agree more. Sophia B said. I don't know if you was talking about the little boy dick, Sophia B, or what you was going after for that one, but clarify that, would you? I went DD Welder. Hey, thanks for hopping on Rumble, man. We got 3 on Rumble, 30 on YouTube. Thanks, guys. I've owned 2 Enforce, no issues yet. Yeah, the issue I had when I almost picked up an Enforce was it was when like that one first came out for the pistol, and not a lot of people were making holsters yet. That was the shitty part at the time. I think they're good lights too. Yeah. I think do they have a handheld too? I think Enforce maybe in the last year or 2 came out with a handheld. Teresa has to throw out the eyes and laughing. Yeah. See, that's the fun part about YouTube is, you can just fuck around a little bit. Just the tip. I cannot. Sophia B says. Oh, shit. That's funny. Green sausages. Hell yeah, Pilgrim. You know the good shit. Mufster killed it with what you said about food and water and everything else is secondary. Dude, that's the truth, and nobody wants to talk about that shit. Like, all my Canon videos, except for the pickles, because apparently everybody loves pickles, don't get shit for views. My gardening videos, I don't even think they cracked 30 views. My insect videos haven't even cracked like 20, bro. I use good bugs in my garden this year instead of fertilizers and pesticides. Nobody gives a shit about that. You know what has a ton of views
Bless you.
is my
Thank you.
Bless
PSA.
you.
How many? Bless you, Lovely. You can make it, buddy. Everybody gets one. You know what gets a ton of views is my PSA AR and my dagger. You know what doesn't get any views is my underwear. You know what you're definitely going
Well,
to wear every day of your life and shit hits the fan is some underwear that don't give you swamp ass. Duluth. Sponsor me, Duluth, because I live and breathe your product. You guys need to make an undershirt so I can quit buying these shitty Hanes cotton t-shirts. Because I would love you.
I would hope your wife was the only one getting views on your underwear.
Well, she is generally tells me to take them off and shower. So usually, if I'm rolling in with them, they're either clean or otherwise. But
if he'd put up a video of him wearing them, he could get monetized, and then
what? I'd get a bunch of super chats saying, "Sorry for your tiny pecker. Here's for your enlargement surgery," or what?
no, but you could buy more underwear with your YouTube income.
That's for my OnlyFans page, lawfully. Pay attention. Mufster do live streams of canning. Just saying. See, the problem is I'm not a professional at it, and sometimes I got to look at my phone to remember something or whatever. But and my kitchen is nasty as fuck when I get canning. Like I don't know if anybody's put up like 300 jars or something at once, but your counter space is freaking abysmal and everything's moving around. And when we're doing it, I got like 2 fans running and like the door open, and usually ours, my helper, and we're just like assembly line in it. Like he's doing the next thing, I'm doing the next thing. We're refilling jars, we're boiling whatever to fill the jars, and then we're timing lids and jars, sanitation, and then slapping them in, and we're sweating our asses off. Like that's the shitty part about canning is when you're canning, you're sweating your ass off, and you really don't give a shit about anything else. You just want to get done, and that's just
That
that's just
hasn't
it.
that hasn't been what I've observed watching her canning live streams.
Oh, well, see, if I was a chick, I could just wear an apron and then I'd be loaded. But I'm just a fat dude and nobody wants to see that.
No, they want to see the canning process. You don't even have to show anything more than like your hands.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe.
Like if
Maybe
you
I'll have to do some
get
more
you one of
cannon
those
videos.
phone holders for like laying in bed or whatever. It's hands free. Just
Yeah, I
put it
got
on your
one.
neck and like, okay, there you go.
I don't know how well that
Just
would do.
that way the phone is like in your face, but you're looking. It looks where you're looking, and you just aim with your tits.
Nice. Swamp ass is a way of life. Not with Duluth underwear. You can't escape it. I like your garden and insect videos. Thanks, Fiend Dog. I appreciate that. Muffin's starting his OnlyFans for his underwear. Hey man, if I can get sponsored for Duluth by wearing their shit, I would hand out everybody a set of fire hose pants, and then you would not need a pair of tactical pants for the rest of the year. Those things are tough as hell. That would be awesome. Mufster, that's okay. People want to see it. Trust me, 100% of your views will go up. Brings in a lot of people just saying, oh shit, well, maybe I'll have to hit it up. I do want to do some more gardening stuff. I love working in the garden, and my boys really
It's a
digging it.
lost art.
It really is, and it is it's a skill, and it is not an overnight thing. But lately, my boy's been with me in the garden, and quite frankly, those are for my memories and not for the internet. And I don't need to blast my boy on the internet, you know. But he's been really digging getting in the garden with me, and I've been enjoying my time with that. So
Get him a little balaclava too.
yeah. No,
When he grows up, you can tell him. When he grows up, you can just look back on him and tell him that he grew up in the IRA.
Yeah. No, we don't want to be doing that. That's funny though. No, but he's super into it. Like he's checking out bugs, and he's like, "Dad, can I pull this one? Is this a weed?" And I'm like showing him like our typical weeds we have in our garden and things like that. And he loves picking tomatoes. He loves finding asparagus that's sprouting up. He loves asking me, "Dad, can I pull these onions up yet?" I'm like, "Not yet, buddy, not yet." And Whenever I find a worm, he's usually entertained for about 3 to 5 minutes, so that's a good time. And I always tell him put the worm back because we want worms in the garden because they're good for it, you know. But it's a lot of fun. Dom VDG said he's on board with the Duluth pants and shirts, particularly. My wife loves the overalls. Yeah, man. I wish I could get into more of their stuff. Like, if I was still doing HVAC shit and I was up on rooftops and stuff in the cold, I would definitely be in on their shirts. But for what I do now, I can't justify the price of it, and I could use those funds elsewhere.
I think I just destroyed my keyboard
With your juice?
Yeah, with the juice.
Slurp it. Get some rice and throw it in there.
Not even a week old keyboard, like new.
Well,
I
take
had
it
to
back
fix
and say,
it.
"Hey, this thing ain't working." They'll smell it. The hell is that? You're like, don't worry about what it smells like. Just replace this.
I am really pissed right now.
Yeah, Crash and Kev said canning is a pain, but it's worth it, dude. My wife won't eat any other pasta sauce other than mine now, and she's super picky about the pasta sauce. Because she don't like chunks in it, and I blend it and make sure everything's good. But it has great taste. Except for I have a batch in there. I got 7 jars, and I think I've eaten 3 of them. Where that was the batch that one of those cans broke. Like when we put it in, we picked it up, and the jar just like slid in half. So like all that shit like burned on the bottom, and you can taste it in that batch of jars. You can taste like the burnt pasta sauce, which is weird. You shouldn't be able to taste it. Or maybe that was the batch we burned the bottom of the pan. One of the batches of jars tastes burnt, and I can taste it. The wife
It's not
can't
burned;
taste
it's fire roasted.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife the first time she tasted it. She's like, "This is a little bit different." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not my best one, but we're gonna eat it because that was a lot of damn gardening to get that done." Okay. Viz Duluth. I don't track what you're saying there, Dom. It is a lost art. Once you start, it's addictive and takes your prepping to a whole new level. Yeah, I just built a brand new shelf for all of my canning shit because I think I picked up damn near 1,000 jars this year, which means I need to go buy a metric shitload of lids. But
vis-a-vis, you're saying in regards to the Duluth pants.
Oh, gotcha. All my shit is from the thrift store. Yeah. See, now I'm actually starting to get skinny enough where I can find normal size clothes. So that's good. Can those underwear withstand the gale force winds of a Taco Bell fart? Yes, X Adam, when they can. I'm speaking from experience, and I have a big fat ass, so if it can withstand my cyclone, you're good to go.
Biggest thing is that they don't get funky. Like I have a bunch of Duluth underwear and a bunch of other like just regular Hanes and stuff. I used to really like the silky ones. But then once I started with they start to stink, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope. Get the Armachillos in the summertime from Duluth. They don't do that, and they have that silky feel, and they feel awesome.
Well, yeah, I have some regular Duluth, and I mean, just weird. They don't.
Yeah, they're awesome. Like I love them, like to the point where I've had some rip out because I ripped out jeans and stuff on like jumping up in the tailgate, moving crap around, leaves and whatever. And I've had Grandma sew them. And she's like, "I'm not sewing underwear." I'm like, "Grandma, these are like $30 a freaking pair. These cost more than these damn jeans I've had you patch 6 times. You're fixing these damn underwear." And I'm still wearing them. I'm sorry. They are comfortable as hell.
Did you know that you could buy alpaca wool men's boxers?
No, but what's that got to cost?
$40.
Wool? I don't
Alpaca
know.
wool.
Is that just like light your ball sack on fire when you're wearing them, or what?
I don't know. I don't own a pair.
I don't care how soft they say alpaca.
I was going to make a joke about it. I was going to make a joke about it, and then Googled it, and turns out they exist.
Somebody P.O. Box dropped me these underwear. Give them to me in a 40 because depending on what I am, I'm in a 38 or a 40. And Muffin Top will try them on and let you know what he thinks. Okay.
I need to just mail you all my 38 jeans.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. That's like where I'm going to be, baby.
Comfortably in a 36.
Yeah. I wish that I wish, like, I'm in a 40 in Carhartt, and I'm like in a 38 Walmart jean. That pisses me off a little bit. How about White Castle? We don't have that here in Nebraska. They're Gen X Gemini, so I don't know.
You're
We
missing
don't
out.
talk about White Castle.
Yeah, we only have Mexican and Castle, so
You're missing out.
no, I'm good. Quite frankly, I really don't like eating out. Like when,
Fuck
dude,
your
I can
steamed
make,
buns.
dude, I can just make it so much better. Like, I go to the local butcher. I get a half pound or a third pound hamburger patty. I smoke it from frozen for 2 hours, and it's perfect. I put it on 300, 2 hours. I get my grill marks. I get 3/8 inch thick fucking smoke ring all the way around the whole burger, and it's delicious. I know exactly how I like my burger, and I can do it every single time. Why would I
I
go
would say
to anywhere
so.
else?
3/8
Never
inch
had
is
a White
very
Castle.
specific.
Yeah, it's a thick smoke ring. It's twice the size of most people's penises. I understand this, Lockwood. Um, I'm a size 33, 34. Dang, look at you, fiend dog, being all
You
skinny and
know,
shit.
diameter is different than circumference.
Yes. No, I like smoke ring on my meat. It's delicious. I love. I'll do a whole pork loin frozen, and when you get a smoke ring on a pork loin and it's just juicy as can be, oh my god, man! A pork loin is delicious when it's cooked right, and it's not overcooked and it's dried out. Oh my god! I'm smoking one this weekend. I got a whole pork. Like if you go to Sam's or Costco, they got that big pork loin. I usually cut that into thirds. Well, I just got a whole one out, and I'm going to cut it into thirds, and I'm going to smoke one. I'm going to cut one up into pork chops and make pork chops and rice this weekend because in the cold I bake because it's extra heat, right? And then the other one I'll either cube up and do like potatoes or something, or I'll just slice it up and freeze it again or something. But yeah, I love smoking. I love smoking meat on the
How
smoker.
about chili rings? How do you feel about chili rings on your rump roast?
I I I don't know what that is. A chili ring? You putting chili on roast?
I hate my laugh, but I love laughing.
This might be like a very your location thing. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Anybody else want to tell him?
That's how you make a burger. Either smash a burger of 1 pound fresh. Okay, first off, Fiend Dog, you do not smash burgers. You press
Yes,
them.
no.
Okay, you press your
Smash
burgers. You do not smash burgers. Get all crispy and it's like a potato chip, and you ruin the fucking meat. Smash burgers are the devil.
That means you cooked it wrong. That's it.
No, no. You
How come
come
my
over,
smash burgers
Leo.
don't
You
come like
come to
that?
fucking Nebraska right now. I'm making you 10 burgers, and you ain't gonna leave unless you go up a pant size. Okay?
That sounds horrible.
No, it's the best. That you're gonna get the meat sweats. You're gonna be like, oh god, muffin top. You've got bacon and pepper jack cheese melted on this one with a little bit of barbecue sauce underneath the cheese. Oh my god, on this homemade sourdough bun, and those little boy dicks are gonna be exploding out of your pants, buddy. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna have some caverners on it on each side with a little bit of the Cabela's Kansas City rub. That's like what we like on our burgers. Another level, bro. Another level.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Chili ring equals butthole. In what fucking world does that equal your butthole? I don't know what's going on. Cornbread too. I like me some cornbread. Apparently, muffin top overcooks his meat. No,
Ooh,
no.
those fighting words.
That is fighting words, son. Okay, when my grandma said I made the best ribs that she could ever eat, and she can take her fucking dentures out and eat them off the bone, I make good fucking food, bro. Let's see. Let's catch up on this. Cornbread. I like me some cornbread. That's some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cornbread with a you get you a pork chop with some mustard on it. Slap that bitch in there. Oh my god, so good. Fiend Dog medium rare burger with mayo, lettuce, onions, and cheese. Okay, I'm with you on the medium rare. Okay, but mayo don't go on a burger. It's
Yeah, it does.
no, it's mustard, It's barbecue
Yeah.
sauce. It's a
Nah.
little bit of Worcestershire. It's onions and jalapenos, lettuce and cheese. Okay, and pickle, homemade pickles. You gotta have pickle on there.
Mayo.
Mayo.
Mayo on a burger.
What is this,
Yeah.
Burger King? You can't have it your way.
Mayo, lettuce, and tomato, baby.
Oh my God. What's wrong with y'all?
You're the one putting meatloaf on a bun.
Oh, meatloaf is so good. Meatloaf sandwich is so good. Don't even fucking play like you don't like that. That's the best part of meatloaf is the
Yeah, but I don't call it a hamburger.
Oh no. Those are two completely different things. It's almost like a hamburger steak is how our hamburgers are here. You cannot physically eat a double one of these or you'll be in a food coma. Like you eat one. With all
Don't
the
underestimate my power.
You will be dead.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
The dark side is the smash burger the wrong way. A Whopper has mayo. Yeah, fucking Burger King's nasty as shit, bro.
Do you know what else has mayo on it? A Sonic bacon cheeseburger.
Sonic
And
is
that
the
is
worst
good.
rated fucking restaurant in Nebraska, bro. That place is nasty. That's where you go if you want
'Cause it's in the-
cockroaches.
Because it's in Nebraska.
No,
Exactly.
you need a Runza. Runzas are from Nebraska, branching out into Kansas. You want a good? That's probably the best fast food burger you can get. That's the closest to a real, actual fucking hamburger on your grill. It's a quarter-pound burger patty. It's good shit. You eat double one of them, but you ain't gonna be. You'll be taking a shit soon after. Now I'm all hungry. You guys, I'm trying to diet.
You know what else has mayo on it? A Baconator.
That's true.
And for you, the son of Baconator.
But that is also true because I have been doing that when I get a baconator. That I do like me some baconators. Those are pretty fucking good.
I haven't ate a bacon sandwich today. 2 of them.
Bacon sandwich? Damn, son. That sounds good. And I can do mayo on a bacon sandwich.
Now I really want a BLT.
Cold meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
with
what
mayo
I'm talking
on
about,
it.
Sophia B. Fuck yes. That's the best. It's like after you make a turkey, like almost the better thing is that cold turkey with some salt and pepper and a big old freaking thing, big like lettuce leaf on it with some mayo. I'll do mayo on a turkey sandwich. Oh fuck yeah, I fuck with that.
I'm unmasking you tonight. I bet you like Miracle Whip and you make it homemade, don't you?
No, but Miracle Whip is delicious. Yes.
You like that tangy zip?
Yep, it's tangy and sweet. Hamburger steak is called a chop steak. You weirdos out in the Midwest. What the fuck is a chop steak?
You guys aren't saying it right. It's Miracle Whip.
Cool whip.
The chop steak is just a bigger burger.
Bacon. Yeah. I love Burger King, but I always get the double cheeseburger. That's like saying you like going to Taco Bell for the double fucking diarrhea, Gen X. What the fuck? I don't think I have to unsub from you for saying that, I think. Miracle Whip is filth. Get out of here, Sophia B. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's the best.
Fire.
I had bacon swish and mushroom at Wendy's the other day. It was great. That sounds pretty good. See, yeah, fucking eat at Wendy's. Okay, that's way better than that Burger King bullshit.
You know there's seed oils in Miracle Whip?
Well, I was
Burger King
dying
got the
soon
bigger
anyway.
burgers.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, there's a gal at church who makes the homemade Miracle Whip. Well, whatever. Mayonnaise. Fast food isn't food.
Sorry.
You're right. That is plastic. Yeah, don't eat that shit. That's what I'm saying is I'd rather just make it at home. But I do like I'll fuck with a baconator. Gen X said, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." That's funny.
General rule of thumb is you don't eat fast food unless there's Mexicans cooking it. My opinion, they're the only ones that know how to make food.
That's a 50-50 shot here. I know where the good food trucks are. No, Muffster Miracle Whip is homemade mayo or Duke's. What the fuck is Duke's?
Duke's Mayo?
That's just a brand.
It's made in the South.
You guys got to remember, okay? Out here in Nebraska, we get shit about 2 years after y'all. Like, internet didn't have it for 2 years, and they were like, what the fuck's this? So.
Well, the next time you're at Walmart, pick you up a little squirt bottle and see if it doesn't change your life.
No. No, the wife
Oh,
likes
it's amazing.
helmets, and
Yeah,
I can be okay with
this
helmets, but
this will elevate your game. You'll have baby number 2 on the way.
no, in this economy, are you shitting me? All right, what a chat we've had. Now I'm hungry. You guys are
Yeah.
bastards. Anyway, I was going to do this chat on weight loss and recipes and workout regimen routines that you people know that specifically may have injuries. But now I'm just hungry and I want to go be a fat ass. So look what you people did. We just did
Drink
a
water.
BS
Just
chat.
drink water right now.
I got a bottle right here.
All right, chug.
Sure.
Don't hydration shame me. And I got some tea. Ah, man, I love some tea. All right, y'all. Last call. You got 4 minutes to say whatever you want Muffin Top to say in the chat.
We're gonna fat shame you.
I'm gonna go to bed early, and I'm gonna probably eat
Peer pressure works.
I'm gonna probably eat one of my wife's peanut butter balls because she's terrible making those right before my diet, and they're awesome.
Thought you about to say you something else, but okay.
What?
You start off with I'm about to eat my wife. Yeah, like what? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna eat a peanut butter ball. I ate too many of them already. Positive peer pressure. That's true. Hydration shame me. Sophie B is digging that. That's funny.
Oh, big spinner Coldfoot with a Bake Off 350.
I'll hit a bake off.
I'll
Check
see
out
your
that.
350
I'll race
and
you to
match.
3K. Your wife has balls, peanut butter balls dipped in fudge. Yes, and they're immaculate.
Love my wife's balls.
Thanks for the laughs. Good way to finish my shift. Yeah, man. The news was super depressing, and I wasn't going to talk about it tonight. So, with everything going on, probably more to come like that. So, just being able to hang out with some good dudes and talk a little bit of gun stuff, a little bit of prepping stuff, canning, and underwear, EDC. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Muffin Top's all about that chat. So, if you like this kind of stuff and you have homies and your friends, share it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. I've been grinding for a minute. So any help y'all do, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, the news made me swap out my EDC. I went from having 6 rounds on me to having 60 rounds on me.
I can agree with that.
I swapped over to my 43X, and I have 3 extra magazines.
I just been carrying my 10 rounders.
Well, allegedly.
A moment of silence for the fallen.
That was cute, Lawfully. What do y'all think of my my song here? Give me a 1 if you like it, a 2 if you hate it. Fuck you, Lawfully.
Faith in the sunrise and sunset skies, family ties that never compromise. With tools in hand and steel that shines, we'll hold the fort through troubled times. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. With trust and open hearts, and these strongholds we play our parts. Firearms for the peace we keep while standing guard and feeling.
Why does it just keep resetting?
Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll
Listen here. Hate is a strong word. Thank you. Be safe, stay vigilant, be the light in dark times. That's a great quote there, Lawfully. Now, Muster, you need some heavy metal. Well, Sophia B, there's already too many people in this section of YouTube that do that. I would do like a more upbeat. Like I'm big. I like country rap, but I like country too, so that's why I did this country one. And not a lot of people are doing that, and I'm a hillbilly, so why not?
Country rap. Are you
Yeah.
like talking about like Colt Ford and
No,
Big
those
Big
are
Smoke?
no. Big Schmo has one.
Like Jelly Roll.
No, Jelly Roll is a fag. What you need is Ryan Upchurch, who got Jelly Roll on the fucking radio, who got Luke Combs on the fucking radio. Okay, Ryan Upchurch is the real shit. Adam Calhoun, before he got fucking weird, is good. Okay, and I also like the political rap. I like me some Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald's pretty good.
Everybody always making fun of Adam Calhoun. What is that about?
Oh, that's because anybody who likes Upchurch and him they're beefing again. Yeah, he's doing some weird shit. But yeah, anyway, that's what Muffin Top fucks with. Oh, and I like Demon Jones. Demon Jones is pretty good. Straw Hat, that's a fucking jamming song, bro. Rap is gay. Hey man, you're the one living in fucking Jersey, so I don't think you have a vote. Georgia boys. That's way back in high school. Country rap has gotten a lot better than that. Old folks hate, but they still steady rocking. Wishing we would quit, but us rednecks ain't stopping. Yeah, we mud bogging. You stuck watching. Yeah, I remember that. Come on now. Oh shit, that's funny. I haven't heard that in a minute. Deuces, everybody. Thanks for hopping in the chat tonight. Appreciate it.
Yep.